Thanks for coming. My name is Susan McPhee. I'm one of the founders of the Design for Drupal, 10 years, if you can believe it or not. Thank you so much for coming. It's amazing that even after 10 years, the quality of sessions and the amazing attendees that we have year after year, it's just so great. So I thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Leslie Glenn. I'm also one of the organizers of Design for Drupal. So we just have a few things to go over before we actually get to the sessions. As you probably all know, Dries, who's the founder of Drupal, who founded it in his dorm room many years ago, he's the keynote speaker tomorrow. I'm going to get to today's keynote in a minute, but Dries is going to be here tomorrow at 1, so please try and make that if you can. So the schedule is sessions in Boss will be held on today and tomorrow from 10 to 5:30. Tomorrow we have an after party at Mead Hall, which is just down the street. It's within walking distance. It's real close. That's from 6 to 8 tomorrow. And then sprints and training are on Friday from 9 to 4. Training is all sold out. The sprints, though, is open to anybody, beginners, anybody that wants to give back to the Drupal project. You don't have to know anything. We're looking for designers, front-end, themers, programmers, PMs, UX. Benji is leading the sprints. He's down the bottom here. So reach out to Benji. There's also a sign-up board out in the right by the registration desk. If you didn't RSVP for the sprints, if you could sign up, just so we can plan for the correct amount of pizza, that'd be great. There's also Birds of a Feather. So there are sessions that run, like I said, from 10 to 5:30. We also have a concept in Drupal that I don't know if everybody's familiar with. It's called Birds of a Feather. It's just where a group of people with a common interest get together informally and discuss that topic. Maybe it's Drupal commerce, maybe it's something for design sketch, whatever it might be. There's a sign-up board out there as well. Just put your your topic next to one of the times, and I have kind of tables set together to the left of registration. That's where you can start there and then branch off if there's more than one Birds of a Feather at the same time. So that'll be going on all day today and tomorrow as well. Okay, so I actually went over all this, the BOFs, and then the contribution sprints. And by all means, there's also going to be an intro to sprinting. And sprinting doesn't mean developing. Sprinting just means you come together and work as a team to solve an issue or to work on something that you're interested in. So don't be intimidated at all if you're a beginner. We're all beginners at one point when we started going to the sprint. So everybody is welcome. The schedule for today and tomorrow. Open remarks right now. There are sessions from 10 to noon. From 12 to 1, there'll be lunch set up where the breakfast was set up this morning. The vegan lunches, if you specifically signed up for vegan, that'll be held at the registration desk so that we can make sure that people get the correct meals. So vegan if you come to the registration desk, everything else vegetarian, and people without dietary restrictions, that'll all be set up in the regular place where breakfast is today. If you have any questions, stop by registration and we'll help you out. The keynote today is at 1 o'clock in the same room. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then we have additional sessions from 2:30 to 5:30. The sessions are in 4 rooms. Some of them are in here. There's 2 rooms to the right that are very similar to this, and then there's one across behind the breakfast area. So they're all right in this area, all the sessions. Today's keynote, we're very fortunate to have Jeremy Keith from the UK. He's actually speaking at a design conference called An Event Apart, which happens to be in Boston Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. So he's speaking at that, and we're fortunate enough to have him coming to speak at lunchtime today to our group. Jeremy's written a bunch of books that you probably will recognize here. I'm not going to read them. They're on the talk here. On the slides, I'm sorry. His talk today will be on the building blocks of the indie web. And he's going to talk about social media and how you build your content using that. So it should be a very interesting keynote. That starts at 1 o'clock in this room after lunch. All Drupal events follow the Drupal Code of Conduct. There is a link to it at the bottom of the website. If you have any Code of Conduct concerns, everybody obviously is here. We expect everybody to treat everybody with dignity and respect. And if there are any issues, and we don't anticipate any issues, if there are, find Susan or myself, my number's on here. Feel free to call me. Or you can reach out to the registration desk and they'll find us. We don't expect any problems, but if there are any, please let us know. Now we want to thank the speakers and the trainers. We have over 40 sessions, which is incredible, 40 great sessions over the next 2 days, and then we have the trainings on Friday. So if you are a speaker or a trainer, do you mind standing up so we can thank you? Great, thank you. Really looking forward to. I can't attend them all. They will be recorded. As you see here, there's this nice little Kevin Thal from Chicago. Kevin, are you in the room? I guess he's not. Okay, he's probably out recording something. Each session, we are attempting to record each session. They'll be on YouTube. He usually has them up within a day or so. So if you have to miss a session because you want to go see another one, they're all great sessions, you can catch them all on our YouTube channel after the event, and we'll send out an email with a link to that. But they are all being recorded. If you are asking questions, that is being recorded as well. You have to let us know if that's something you don't want to have happen, but just know that the sessions are being recorded. All right, the volunteers. We had a lot of volunteers to help out. We had some other organizers. Patrick did a lot in organizing. Chaz, Rebecca did the financing. And Kayla did a lot of the design. And I hope I didn't forget anybody, but I'm sure I did. Barika did all the volunteer coordination. And Rick. Everybody that's a volunteer, stand up so we can thank you as well. I did forget Kevin. Kevin over here is doing photography. At the registration desk, there were different color lanyards if you did not want to be included in the photography. So please, go to the registration desk. Anybody with a blue one that's on, we assume that it's okay for you to be in photos. If that's not the case, go talk to registration and they'll give you a different color lanyard.
And if you're not wearing one, it means you can take multiple photos.
Feel free to say don't. Like if you see me pointing a camera at you, feel free to say please don't, and I will not, and I will delete it if I did.
All right, we want to thank MIT for letting us host the conference at this great venue. You like the design of the building itself? Perfect for a design conference, so that's cool. Thank you. Thank you to Megan from MIT who's helped us with the event if she's here. The Drupal Association, of course, for their support, and the sponsors. Can't forget the sponsors. I think I have the sponsors on here. I'm going to go through them all and then we'll have you all stand up. Redfin Solutions, gold sponsor. Pantheon, AGI, Boston Interactive, and DevShop Support. Silver sponsors, thank you. Bronze sponsors, Adapt and Last Call Media. Without these sponsors, we wouldn't have all this great food in this venue, so we'll thank them in 1 second. Acquia, Lisa Crimson, Acquia, Isavera, Penzias, Media Current, Value Bound, Four Kitchens, and I want to do a special shout out to the Boston Drupal group. The Boston group meets once a month on the first Tuesday of the month if you guys are around. Mike, who leads the group, did a call out for just individual people to give 10, 20, whatever they can give, and they raised enough money to be Crimson sponsors. So thank you to everybody here from the Boston group that reached in their pocket and helped with that. And then the community sponsors, thank you. The community sponsors are, the companies that helped put on the event. So if you are a sponsor, would you mind standing up so we can all thank you so much for helping us run this event? And that's huge. I know all the emails that I sent back and forth, it was a lot, but thank you for stepping up and sponsoring us. I'm not going to go through these. These are memories because it's our 10th year. We had people submit memories. This will be rotating again tomorrow before the opening. If you have a memory that you didn't submit, please stop by the registration desk and we'll add you to tomorrow's slideshow. It's been 10 years. There's been a lot of great things happen, so please feel free to reach out for that. We're almost done. The Wi-Fi guest. The Wi-Fi is MIT guest. All right, and there is composting available. There's a refillable water station, not the one that's on the table with the breakfast, not that little one, but if you go all the way to the end of the hallway towards where you would exit, there's a refilling station over there to the right if you brought your own reusable bottle to use water. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. Let me just get to the end here and see. Nope, that's it.
Real quick.
Yep. Oh yeah, training. Go ahead, stand up, Chaz.
If anybody's taking the component-based theming or training, I sent out an email. And being at a design conference, if you said, well, what the hell is Composer, Lando, Docker, Grunt, NPM, all these other tools that are needing to be set up as for the class, if you haven't had a chance to set that up, if you see me and you're having difficulties, by all means grab me. I'll be more than happy to get you set up. So it's very important for those that are taking that training on Friday that we hit the ground running. We have a lot of material to cover, so thank you.
Does anybody have any questions before we break and get to the great sessions? We all good? Any questions, by all means, stop by registration or find Susan, myself, Patrick, Chaz, anybody. Thank you so much.